Hey, Jersey John here with the Johnny Says E-Bike channel. I want to talk real quick about lighting. If you're going to be riding at night, because daylight savings is here, it's getting dark early, and you're going to need light whether you're riding on the street or on the trails at night like I do, to keep yourself safe, right? So when I started riding, the first bike I was riding, this bike's headlight was probably about 50 lumens. It was basically a reflector. If you have an e-bike and you have like a Bafang system, this is your typical Bafang headlight. It's probably 100 lumen, not very good. So when I started out, all I had was like a headlamp that I could put on. Not very practical. You got your helmet, it's underneath, it's moving. Plus it has batteries. You don't want anything to do with batteries that can't be charged. So I saw another rider had the Bright Eyes 1600 lumen. It's two pieces. You got your light, you got your battery. Okay, this battery is not USB. If it's not USB, it's a non-starter as far as I'm concerned. You have two pieces. That's another issue. If you take this off the charge, it guaranteed you're going to do what I did, was you're going to go riding. It gets dark and you're going to find out you forgot to put the battery pack on. All right, so after that, I see the Victagen, $38, 5,000 lumens, they're telling you, right? Well, if you ever bought a decent light for a decent amount of lumens, you know you're not getting 5,000 for $38. So there's some kind of mathematical equation they could do to justify that number, that claim. It's done for marketing, but there's no way this is 5,000 lumens. It's a great light. It's pretty bright, but it's not 5,000. The downside to this thing here is it can only be mounted on your handlebars. And if you have a light on your handlebars or your bike headlight, you can only see whatever way the bike is pointing. So what I say is, what Johnny says, is if you're going to get an additional light for riding at night, forget the handlebars, get a helmet light, okay? Get a helmet light that's rechargeable. It has a USB plug. And if you can get one that has a GoPro mount to it, you can't go wrong, right? So the next light I got, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the best light you could buy for the money and for the strength. 1200 lumens, California Equipment Company. This thing has a lot of features. Like a lot of these lights, you could use it as a flashlight. Has strobe feature in case you run into a bear or some kind of critter or just a psychopath. You want to disorient them so you have a little time to get out of there or do what you got to do, right? But this is a great light. This one here is 1200 lumens. I'll have the link below. This goes for about 40 bucks. They also have a 2000 lumen, which is pretty insane. You have this, you don't need anything else. Again, California Equipment Company, CECO. Now, the great thing about these things is they have a mount that goes with a GoPro. So you get your light, slide it on the mount on your helmet. Boom, there you go. You got yourself a helmet mounted light. Whatever way your head turns, that's what you're going to see, right? Like an Apache helicopter. And remember, when you're riding with a light, whether it's helmet or handlebar, make sure you're not pointing your light into the driver's eyes. It's one thing to use lights to be safe, but you want to create a situation by blinding a driver of oncoming traffic. Okay, it's a good way to get yourself crushed. But this is a great setup right here. I keep it down towards the road in front of me. If I need to see something else, I just lift my head up. You can't go wrong. Check out this. It's a little tip. Most of my close calls is when I'm riding on the streets, and then there's cross street coming in. Somebody pulls up to the stop sign or the light. They're going to go right on red. They're never looking at you. Most of the time, they're looking at their phone. Most of the time, they're texting. It's unbelievable. So I blow the horn. I get my light. It's the only time I shine a light at somebody in the car. And I'll look at them and I'll shake my head no. They get the idea. And it pretty much, knock on wood, works every time. All right, so you can use your light just to warn other people if it's on your helmet, okay? So Johnny says if you're going to get a light for riding at night, get one that can mount on your helmet. Get one that's at least 500 or higher lumens. And this CECO light from Amazon, after all the lights I've been through, this has by far been the best light there is. It's the only light I'll use now. All right, so if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.